In a world demanding constant emotional output, many pride themselves on being the unwavering rock for others. But what happens when that deep well of compassion runs dry, leaving you utterly hollow? Why do the most empathetic souls so often find themselves profoundly empty? Emotional exhaustion is far more profound than simply needing a good night's sleep. It's a chronic state where you feel emotionally and mentally drained, a central pillar of what we commonly call burnout. This deep depletion often arises from prolonged periods of intense stress and excessive emotional demands, steadily siphoning away your inner resources. The signs are often pervasive. You might experience persistent fatigue, a growing sense of cynicism, or feel oddly detached from situations that once moved you. Reduced empathy, increased irritability, and even impaired cognitive function, like difficulty concentrating, can emerge. Furthermore, this internal drain can manifest as various physical ailments, from headaches to muscle tension. The key distinction from ordinary stress is its pervasive nature. It's not just temporary weariness, but a profound depletion, impacting your core identity and ability to function effectively, leaving a deep, echoing void. Beyond just being generally exhausted, caring individuals often bear a unique empath's burden, rooted in their biological and psychological makeup. This starts with empathy overload, a constant absorption and processing of others' emotions, problems, and pain. It's not just understanding, it's feeling them so intensely that it can lead to vicarious trauma or profound compassion fatigue. Our brains play a key role here thanks to mirror neurons and emotional contagion. These neural mechanisms essentially wire us to physiologically feel what others feel. When someone expresses distress, our own brain activity can mirror theirs, making us highly susceptible to absorbing and internalizing their emotional states, which is exhausting over time. Furthermore, many caring people possess a high sensitivity trait, HSP. This means their nervous systems process external stimuli and emotional cues more deeply and intensely. While this allows for profound understanding and connection, it also makes them significantly more prone to overstimulation and rapid emotional depletion when constantly immersed in others' needs. Beyond innate empathy, specific behavioral patterns often trap caring individuals in a relentless cycle of giving. Firstly, people-pleasing tendencies and porous boundaries make saying no incredibly difficult. They consistently prioritize others' needs and feelings over their own, leading to an unsustainable imbalance where their emotional reserves are constantly siphoned off without adequate replenishment. Secondly, perfectionism and an overwhelming sense of over-responsibility become significant burdens. These individuals feel an immense weight for outcomes and the well-being of others, coupled with impossibly high standards for their own efforts, creating constant internal pressure. Lastly, and critically, self-care and replenishment are often neglected. They frequently view personal needs as selfish or secondary, consistently deferring their own well-being in favor of supporting those around them, ultimately accelerating their journey towards profound emotional emptiness. Beyond individual traits, broader societal and environmental factors significantly fuel emotional emptiness. Society often places unrealistic expectations on helper roles, expecting them to be perpetually strong, available, and infinitely empathetic, often discouraging any show of vulnerability. This pressure can be crushing. Compounding this is the frequent lack of reciprocity and appreciation. Caring individuals often give extensively without receiving adequate support or recognition in return, leading to feelings of being undervalued. Furthermore, professions rich in emotional labor, like healthcare, social work, teaching, and caregiving, demand constant emotional output, yet frequently lack the systemic breaks or resources necessary to prevent profound depletion. These external pressures exacerbate the internal toll. Reclaiming your emotional reserves is vital for sustainable compassion. A powerful first step is establishing healthy boundaries. This means learning to identify your personal limits and communicating them clearly and kindly without feeling guilty. Protecting your time and energy by saying no when necessary prevents emotional drain and fosters respectful interactions. Next, prioritize deliberate self-care. View it as essential maintenance, not a luxury. Consistently engage in practices that replenish you, whether it's mindfulness, connecting with nature, pursuing creative outlets, or simply ensuring adequate rest. These activities are crucial for restoring your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Finally, actively seek support and process your emotions. Don't hesitate to debrief with trusted friends or peers, and consider professional therapy or coaching. Externalizing and understanding difficult emotions prevents internal accumulation, equipping you with strategies to navigate challenges with greater resilience and maintain your capacity for care. Deep givers risk emotional exhaustion if they neglect self-preservation. Sustainable compassion needs boundaries and replenishment. In your opinion, what active steps do you take to protect your emotional well-being? Share your thoughts in the comments.